the streams they are crossing. Yes, we are causing all sorts of troubles. Let's get some Kerbal noise back going. How's that? Kerbal background.
Kerbal noise.
Good evenings. So when we last left off, we had decided we were going to start searching around and seeing what all the different areas have to offer. So there's some what? Oh, that's some leftover piece of J. I guess. Let's recover whatever that is.
Of Dragon Ball Z. Rude, I missed it.
So we're going to plan to launch, kind of go northward, maybe land in these mountains, the highlands, maybe by the shore, maybe somewhere around the research center. Just keep it local. At least for a few flights. So for that, we just need a little rocket. Just a little rocket. Dangerous mountain landing time, if we get that far. Certainly, well, we have the heat shield to test and the engine, so I don't know how many tanks of gas we need. No, I have 2 tanks of gas. It'll be more rockety. There's the swivel engine we're supposed to test. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to decouple that. That's going to be too much weight.
How much science do we need again?
I don't know. Let's see, what do we got? There's my...
Take a little hike around the compound, get some stuff.
Yes, but we want
oh
to go
boy,
up and
dangerous
down.
Mountain landing time.
We want to go up and down. So, contracts. A contract or... Yeah, contract. So
staging, fins. Those are the
yes.
things I remember. Heat shield.
So we only need to get to 400 meters per second. So that's not a whole lot of delta V. But we also need to get to 28,000 meters to do it. So hopefully we'll be
time to gather more science and more landing sites, etc.
That's the idea. It's thermal, that's all. A little tiny baby heat shield. Just a little baby heat shield. Tiny micro baby heat shield.
Or start considering the camera pans up slowly and dramatically to the moon. French horns fade in, twinkling music. No, we don't want to kill somebody, right?
We're trying not to kill anyone.
We're trying not to kill Kerbals, right? Yes, at some point, we don't have to have them to go, right?
Right. We're trying to build up enough science to have the remote pod. That's the main.
But look, he's going to do it his way, no matter what the hell anybody says. So you could send a robot, but we don't have a robot.
We're going to get a robot shortly, I think.
Or be brave like Apollo 8. Oh.
Yeah. There you are. So I want to be able to tilt over early, since we're just going to be very, very suborbital. Let's see. I was going to say, why do I have no delta V here?
Gotta own those science tokens to unlock a good robo brain and a inline reaction wheel systems, etc. Yeah. Yes, he knows all that. That's why we're sitting here doing this tonight.
Well,
and he's going to gather science,
short hop science. I'm going to try and gather science, and I'm going to complete these 2 contracts.
These smaller, shorter rockets scare me so much more than the big ones do.
But we only need like 4,000 meters for
Oh, I have an opinion about that. No, I'll just shut up.
Oh, let's give it a name. Shorty. Pulls all sorts of confidence, right? Let's go launch Shorty. We have a new feature today that I get to use. A couple of them. One, the 3D printed stand for the Xbox controller. Yay.
Codename Shorty, lowercase.
That's how Shorty is. He's not even uppercase. And then we have another feature today. Now we're going to introduce. I might even make this a Twitch component or whatever the hell they call those things for general use. So our goal is to fly that away, which is roughly
small
north.
Rocket. Little baby.
That way, little micro baby rocket.
Dear micro baby rocket, please come down and not kill a Kerbal.
Alright. So, who wants to start the countdown?
To the hills! Exclamation point, question mark.
You ready for the countdown? You see it? Ah! Wasn't on the window. Hate when I do that. So let's go this way.
Range safety.
Let's go this way very gently. Gentlier.
Five.
I'm having a little trouble with the engine
behavior.
Guidance
is not active.
Oh, that's what it is. Ah! Come on.
Do it.
Look at that.
Do it.
I did a nice little jump around. Wasn't that beautiful?
Was it?
Yeah, it's good. It's going to work fine.
Was it?
It's going to be fine. We got like 6,000 meters.
Oh, boy.
What was that? What went kaboom there?
Range safety looks weary. Smoke them if you got them, boys and girls.
Let's see, where's it falling? Well, we might get somewhere away. It's one
Bad
of these...
SEP.
Yeah, apparently. Bad separation is for sure. But this is a good parachute time as any. We don't need to drag ourselves too far. This should be the highlands, right?
Something just fell on the ground.
What fell on the ground? Oh, here comes our rocket. Here she comes. And...
It's the worst.
What's the worst?
This.
Why? Is it super delayed?
Dangerously close debris. 200 meter clearance. I kind of concur.
Yeah. Yay, explosions.
I want to see some adventure. I'm always up for adventure myself.
What's more adventurous than just taking a rocket to go, I don't know what, like 5 kilometers from the base?
12.
Maybe that. I'm taking exact measurements. Well, he's getting it down there.
Measurements. Well, he's definitely not. So you might oughta.
He's getting there. He's gonna get on the ground, and he's gonna look around.
Just look around.
Yeah. Astronaut complex upgrade for him to do. EVA's up in space.
He just did something with his hand.
Yes, he likes to clap his hands and stuff. And wave around. Like you just don't care. Can't quite reach the...
He's not even on the ground yet?
Time warp. There we go.
Don't slam him into the ground, Philo.
There we go. When I see his shadow approaching...
Things are blinking. Boop. I'll be honest. I did as few exact measurement missions as possible before doing tourism on the moon. And then kind of going wherever I want. Well, he screwed up by going to sandbox first and not earning anything. So now we have to earn everything.
Let's walk over here.
Because that stuff is for nerds at NASA. In real life engineers, I'm more like a Kurt.
The EVA report, we did that. Review the report. Deploy my parachute when safe.
Why would you deploy a parachute?
Oh, that's if you jumped out early or something. I've seen people come back from orbit with a parachute.
You can earn more by going further and taking more calculated risk. The moon is worth so much science.
I bet.
Even
Well,
a
we'll get
baby
there.
flyby.
Just stand on top of it, why don't you?
Looks like
Just
he's
kind of
peeing.
slowly slide down the side.
Like a moonshot. That's a good goal. Good old Jim.
Climb board. Recover Shorty.
He really doesn't say much.
No, he does.
So patient.
Alright. 2.5 science.
Climb, grab.
16. Please come back soon.
Jim, you have 90
16 science.
minutes of consumables. Please come back soon. Sure.
Ready for next experiment.
What's your next
All right.
experiment?
Well,
Oh,
clearly
you gotta
we're
do
going to
something.
need more rocket.
Believe me, he told me when we were in the spa tonight what he had to do in Kerbal.
Lots more rocket to get further. Which is really means more fuel tank more than anything. Boop. Alright. Aerodynamic overlays. I deal with 4 different 3D visualization systems. My 3D printer, the Fusion 360 tool to build stuff for the printer, this game, what I use at work.
Jeb, I train for space, and what do I get? Muddy boots and grass in my hair. More like you get drowned with us.
Sorry. There we go. Alright. So it was a little too unstable last time. Let's go just a couple notches down so that it'll take time for the tanks to drain before. Yeah, there we go.
Do you want something to drink?
So we'll get up straight forward. Me?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
No, I'm asking.
The dog. So you should fly nice and straight up for a while until the tank's drained, and then he's going to be able to tilt over. Maybe we can make it to the mountains.
He just wants to go to the moon.
Well, we'll get there, but the next thing would help to have these stupid contracts open so we know what we're doing. Because we were going to fire the engine and be at the right speed at the right time.
3,400 hours overseas, and how do they think me? You'll be a hero instead of what I'm doing. The dang calculator can do. This is how Jeb's gonna die, isn't it? No!
No, we're trying to be super careful and not kill him, but smashing into a mountain bunker.
Hello, new person.
No, there's no guarantee he's gonna die.
Tumbling down the mountain when he comes. No!
Shorty 2. Actually, maybe this guy's what? He's Shorty what? He's Shorty 4 Tanks. That's his name.
when he lands.
Alright. Off to the mountain launch pad.
He'll be coming down the mountain when he lands on the mountain, honey. You can do it.
Yeah,
I believe you can do it.
I'm just gonna, not tilt him so much. He needs to go higher up.
I don't know what any of that means, but you go.
He just needs to go higher up. And more to the north, whatnot. North that way.
If you're coming down the mountain, tumbling down the mountain,
This is why I'm
tumbling
not
down
a
the
good
mountain. Well, you're a real optimist, aren't you?
Oh, well, you're saying, well, no. I don't
That
want
ain't
to
no
land the capsule on a hill. That's no fun. Have the capsule roll down the mountain. That's not going to be good. Is that what you're suggesting?
Northwest. Isn't that
You
a
ready?
movie?
North by northwest. We got our full throttle. We got our SAS. We got our countdown.
Did you put fans on it? Does it
Yep.
have a decoupler?
Yep.
And I don't know if they heat something.
It's got the heat shield. Let's open up our contract so we can see what we're doing.
I'm so old now, I fall asleep during the movies. But I did like Northwest. Oh, you already taken off?
Yes, I'm taking off altimeter to 28,000 feet, though. Am I going to make it to 28,000 to 36,000? Perhaps not. Run test. Do I have to? No good, man. And I'm going too fast.
So we doing the high
So much for that there.
to try to land on the mountain? Maybe.
The Highlands. We're going to go, check out the Highlands. The Kerbal Highlands.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we're going fast and getting hot. Suppose we get throttled down a bit. I ran out of fuel, so.
Yeah, Alton speed limit's so fast. Look at that. You're burning up.
Nah. We're just cruising around. Report.
I love having
Working
strongholds on my missions. I don't know what that means, but okay.
What would be a stronghold?
Jeb cries as he sees space again. Oh,
I'm looking at it, but
the flat earthers were wrong. The flat earthers were wrong. Strangleholds.
He's almost in space, just barely in space. Well, maybe we can test our heat shield. I don't know. If we go on 1,600 meters per second, 17,000 to 27,000.
He's pretty much in space.
We might accelerate to that point when we come down.
Passing the boundary. I don't know.
Oh, look, he's got a couple of better autopilot options.
Do you know if you had a barometer?
Yeah, I would. But also,
He has to earn it.
Actually, I think I've got a barometer. With we should maybe equip it with some science to do in space while he's
Did
hopping
you bring
around.
any science? I bet he didn't.
Not this time. He's just going as a tourist this time.
Oh boy.
104? Wow, that's a whole lot higher than I thought he'd get.
But 2-hour flight window. But
2-hour flight window.
how many flights can we afford?
I don't know. While I'm up here, I'm going to do a little dance.
This is not what you said you were gonna do. You said you were gonna. Well, you actually did say that you were gonna do this. Didn't you?
Yeah, we were gonna jump around the planet and hopefully land someplace interesting. Are we still going up? No, we're finally going like that.
You gotta start being a lot more brave and bold, and we might Be burning up money, but get further, more targeted re-entry.
True.
True, he said.
How would this still count? I can't freaking touch the engine because I ditched it
It's
already.
going down.
Yeah, I got him lined up.
I think an orbital carbon exploration mission would be much easier than just randomly shooting to the west and praying to the space lizards.
Space lizards unite.
Hey, lizards are real. Lizard people are real.
We might be able to test this here heat shield though, and then we can move on to going orbital. Alright, we're cruising down, we're picking up speed. 1600 to 21. Let's get a right click on it.
I want to be put on record. Altitude and speed, limited missions are time eating and absolutely no fun allowed.
Just let me get this one heat shield test already. Then we'll go orbital.
We'll flip and do it.
Well, we're getting up to speed, and we might be in the right time frame.
Might be.
Might be.
Sure, that's what they all say.
Come on, speed. Come on, speed. Only 1,000? I didn't slow it down! I didn't get that fast!
It's not?
No, we didn't get fast enough. He's not going to get any faster now. Stage and parachute.
Monster becomes vicious, roaring, and distorted.
Wait. Oh, the timer might be too long for the parachute. Ah!
T8.
Do it!
Yeah.
Make sure you're pushing
Oh
the
my
button.
god, are you
on
gonna
the screen.
kill a Kerbal now?
No.
You turn the light on.
Always have the light on. We leave the light on for you. On Jib's missions in space.
You didn't do the parachute, but you got the light on.
We did the parachute is fine.
What's the alt on the chute?
The altitude on the chute? Like 1,000. 1,000 meters for employment or deployment expansion.
I think it seems low too. Goodness, that seems low.
Alright, we'll tweak that in the next trip. But we need to spend a whole lot of time waiting to get down to the ground.
Seems lower than 1,000.
Man, we're probably. That's what I don't know if it's.
Jebediah, you can live.
I don't know if it's 1,000 ground level or 1,000.
He looks like he's going really fast. How do you know if he's gonna die or not?
The surface speed, the thing that's the green number in the middle on the top of the
Boom.
ball. It.
Boom. Exactly.
You want it? We want this down in the 5 point something range.
What down?
The surface number here, in the just above the ball. It's 0 now, but it's supposed to slow down into the 5 point something meters per second range. That's a good recovery altitude, apparently. So let's go EVA. Woo! Plop.
Currently, it's under 14. I have no idea what M/S is, or so the capsule stays intact. Ideally, the single digits or lower. Depends on angle and terrain.
M/S is meters per second. Speed. EVA report from the Kerbal deserts. Didn't really need a helmet, did we? Keep experiment.
Why does he need it?
Well, he didn't exactly need a helmet to fly over to the Kerbal deserts, did he? Alright, well, we might have some money to upgrade the astronaut complex, and if we do that, then he can do EVA in space, and we can do a little bit more interesting stuff. So, let's go ahead and go orbital.
14 MS is like 31 miles an hour, so it makes sense.
Please do.
Joke out the desert one.
Alright. Screw the contracts. Let's just grab science and go.
Both Capcom 1 and 2 agree.
Contracts are for nerds. Nerds. Alright. Astronaut complex. Upgrade for 75.
Jim puts on glasses and chugs cola.
Oh, I got lots of them. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Now we got an astronaut complex upgraded. Cool. That means we can do EVAs in space.
Jumps in a Corvette and peels out. I like Corvettes. They're very fun to drive.
Let us open up 7-stage.
EVA, more science, more good parts.
I forget which one was our latest. Didn't we give one a name? What was the name? Kerbulus 4S. That was the one, wasn't it? That wasn't it. That's no orbital machine.
This is why you give them real names, not Dingus and
Dingus. What, Shorty 4 Tanks? This one has a real name. It's named after its configuration.
Of random letters.
Well, for some reason we had a keyboard get stuck, and that's where all the stupid J's came from. Back when I was using a soundboard. Yeah, so this was pretty good configuration.
Sure, it's a configuration with good luck picking it out of a catalog.
What? It's 4 tanks, a Reliant engine, 7 tanks, a swivel engine, and 2 boosters. It's a perfectly rational catalog number for government work.
For Kerbal.
For Kerbal government work. Let's see, we got some other science. Let's see.
You still had to look a bit.
Well, let's throw our super hot thermometer on there.
Imagine that in the newspaper, though.
Well, that's why we called it Kerbulus or something. But
7R, 7S2V crashed today, killing Jebediah.
Poor Jeb. He needs a thermometer. Why not? Thermometer barometer combo. Is that gonna be
He doesn't want to be cool like Elon. He doesn't want to name it. What is a sexy name that Elon? SpaceX stuff.
They're gonna make me all crock-eyed. That's okay. I'm gonna be
cockeyed.
I'm gonna be heading east anyway. Maybe this will add some extra drag.
What's this thing? Dragon capsule?
The dragon capsule, yes.
Yeah, dragon is cool.
Alright, you're just lucky
We're
we're
like
not all
any
back.
rocket people. They all give them cool names. And then watch them blow up. It's sad, dude.
You're lucky we don't go back to the Dingus series.
I know. Dragon, Falcon, Eagle, Delta, Centaur. Centaur?
Yeah. Alright. Well, we've got some science now. We can do EVAs, I believe. And we know this puppy can go orbit.
Okay. Uh-oh. We're buffering.
Uh-oh. too many parts. Dang it. I thought I upgraded the launch. 31 of 30.
Dropping big frames. Yeah, I'm buffering too. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what changed. Yeah. Oh, everything was red in the stats.
Craft still has too many parts.
30 of 30.
Be right back, attempting refresh.
Alright.
It's doing it to me too.
I think it's on my end. Seeing a lot of frames missed due to rendering lag, skipped frames due to encoding lag. I don't know what I can kill that. I don't have much else running on my system.
I don't have anything running on mine.
Excuse for a new computer.
Hello, new people coming into the room.
Well, we're just gonna head out to the pad.
No, well, it doesn't. It's not doing it anymore. So keep on with the mission.
We're off to the pad.
He's gonna go to the pad no matter what.
We're launching. We're swinging east.
Yay, he's back.
That's the plan.
Okay. Swinging east.
And we're gonna try and orbit at the right angle for that angle. Maybe practice some maneuvers. First off, staging.
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 Sorry, I didn't yell at you all the things. Staging fins.
That ain't right. Set the center for. Yeah.
Godspeed, Jebediah. Hope you don't get schmacked.
Yeah, throw those off. Throw off first stage.
Is that staging right?
We're gonna fire first stage and detach, or fire second stage and detach.
That looks wrong.
We're gonna detach there.
That's a nice way of saying yeah.
Hey, we got
smack
it
the
up.
ground.
I think we got her fixed up. It's just
That's worrying.
that's right.
Worries me too.
But Jeb's an adventurous soul. It's okay. Yeah, right.
Reconfiguring on the pad. That's
Alright, so we have
crowd rolls
SAS
eyes and
confirmed.
takes notes.
Guidance engaged. Throttle to 2/3. Yeah, large bead of sweat. Possibly some tears. I'm ready, you ready?
A single
We're
bead
ready.
Large bead of sweat rolls down Jeb's brow. Apparently he doesn't think you're gonna make it, babe.
Apparently. But we're nicely configured.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Poke ye holly. What does that mean?
I'm not sure. Come on now. Get sideways.
Get sideways.
Get sideways with it.
Get jiggy with it. Hello, new person joining the room.
Yeah, now we're getting sideways with it. Come on now. Stabilize out. You know you want to be at 70.
Yuri.
Don't go too far.
Gagarin.
Yes, Yuri Gagarin. That's the name from the past.
It is.
This is
Good separation. Did it separate yet? Because I can't see that.
The boosters did, yeah. We're still on first stage.
Don't go too far.
Well, let's cut her down and check out the map first. What's our APO? Yeah, good. Good 75 kilometers. That's a good APO. For a nice minimum orbital altitude.
Trajectory unknown craft seems slow.
It's slow.
Losing velocity.
Where are you seeing that?
Losing velocity very low.
So you're saying
underweight,
I should, like, fire
under
somewhere?
height warning, alarm rings. Alarms ring.
There we go. That'll fix her.
Beep, beep.
That'll fix her.
What'll fix her?
I got her tilted over. We're cruising out. Our Perry's changing faster than our Appy.
The pilot can't worry.
Well, I just didn't see where you were seeing it.
You know this is only like the fifth day we played this, right?
Yeah. This is weird. Some days, or sometimes it doesn't seem to let me stage in map mode. Sorry, muteness. Alright, so that's not too bad in orbit, eh?
Insufficient roll program possible. Insufficient vertical ascent profile.
We actually don't need this on at the moment. That's okay. We got a Perry in space and an APO 200 miles extra. Or 200 kilometers extra. So now we can do some science. Yes, it's a low orbit.
Right now it's smack into satellites.
Well, there is debris. Yes.
Science and planning time.
Well, let's take a look at our craft.
Time to really think a bit.
To turn the lights on. You want to EVA, Jeb? Jeb want to go take a look outside?
No!
What? He can EVA now. I'm not going to have him let go.
Do I want to land to maximize science?
Oh,
also, do you have any way to maximize your science output with being able to transmit?
No, because we don't have an antenna probably.
Antenna is going to start being a thing you want to have.
Yeah.
You already have an EVA?
Ooh, logging pressure data. Do I should already have an EVA in space. I don't think so.
I have absolutely no idea.
I don't believe so because we just updated the astronaut complex. Okay, it's a little annoying you constantly wobbling around. But yeah, what's EVA?
You're still going up. No, he doesn't have an EVA.
Let's see where we're at.
Engage SAS before stepping out.
I did have SAS engaged, and it said that it was automatically disengaged.
EVA report.
Yeah. Deploy shoot. That sounds useful.
Or practice
Remove
EVA
helmet.
maneuvers.
Let's not do that. No,
He's gonna blow up on the outside.
I don't want him to let go yet. I don't think I can pilot him too well. I'm afraid he's going to end up lost in space again.
Why would you do that then?
Well, because I'm not that great at navigating the.
Then why did you bring him out?
Well, so that I could do the EVA report and collect that, and then we can board back in. Woo! Now let's plan where we're going to land. From the collapse. What was that note? Where can I? Is that where the recent messages is? Is this the? Yeah. Record speeds and so forth. I hate when I see a message that just flashes up and I can't find the rest of it. Very annoying. Only 20 science. I need some more. Alright, so. Where to land, where to land.
Consider landing on the poles, a mountain range, or some other distant location.
Alright. Well, this time we're going to ditch the rest
He considers landing all kinds of places, but we always end up in the water, so.
It seems like Well, so the least amount of power needed to land would be, well, we could tilt our orbit. We got lots of fuel at the moment, so maybe we tilt our orbit so that we can land in the poles.
I can't believe you still have the light on.
So, to tilt our orbit...
So, but since you don't have maneuver nodes, do you?
No.
You'll have to really think ahead.
Yeah.
Thinking ahead is not our strong point.
So if I were
Once you get maneuver nodes, they are the best.
Yeah, I know. I played with them already. But... So, if I fire at my Apo and I slow myself down, I will reduce my altitude and I will land back somewhere over here in the desert airfield landing site region. That's at least on
Where do you want to land?
Let's see. Now, if I do it at any other point, it's going to take more fuel, but I got a lot. But if I want to do it at the poles, if I want to land at the poles, I'm going to have to tilt my whole orbit, which I believe we would do.
A retrograde burn during AP will probably land you in the desert.
Yeah.
Desert, yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. But if we do a normal, which is to say with our spaceship pointing north on the orbit, normal, yeah.
I think in the center of the desert would be the easiest.
Yeah, I would think so too. And it's going to take like very little retrograde burn too. It won't take much. And certainly the easiest. There'd be a lot of power to tilt our orbit all the way up to land on the pole.
Don't go for the sides in case you overshoot or undershoot.
True. And almost always undershoots once the aerodynamics come into play. So it'll show you landing like here, and you'll actually land back here. Alright. So we're going to want to be...
Need those maneuver nodes, then you can
Retrograde.
really have real missions. Yeah, well, that takes time.
We did the science we could with the stuff we got.
Keep gathering the science.
Yeah. Now we're going to land in the desert. We hope. And let's see. Really, the time to reach is locked?
Not much time.
No, I think it's like a 25-minute orbit or something at this point. Excuse me. Alrighty then. I'd work, but I'm afraid I'm gonna overshoot. Then we have to go around again. Mission control and tracking.
Upgrading the mission
That'll be the
control
next one, so.
tracking station totally worth it. I think you might need both for nodes.
Yeah, the control nodes allow you to put a little spot and then just exercise amounts and basically say, if at this spot in my orbit I burn in this direction for this length of time, it'll show you how your orbit will change. And so you can better plan something before you actually do the firing. And that's what comes up and gives you a countdown and a burn for 10 seconds or what have you. And of course it presumes full power burn. So sometimes I'll do a maneuver and it'll say 0.3 seconds. I'm like, I'll be able to fire for 0.3 seconds. Yeah, more or less. They're pre-calculating all your trigonometric math, spherical trigonometry for all these arcs, and it's a game of ovals and ellipses. So we're just gonna burn like little bitty power. Just little woohoo. And this parry should drop pretty quick. In fact, I don't think we've done we'll have done a half orbit and then we land. We wouldn't have done a whole orbit before we land. That's okay. We've got science to return and we don't have an antenna. Planned re-entry height. And re-entry. So what are you thinking? Because I've always just done it until my orbit intersects the planet, and that always seems to be too steep.
How long are you gonna go, Captain?
Should we lower the periapsis to say, I don't know, what's the thick atmosphere? 25 kilometers or so, 50 kilometers, and then just let the air do the rest of the slowing down? Is that the idea?
Planned reentry height, planned reentry.
PE. I'm not sure what PE is. Oh, periapsis, I guess. Yeah, 25,000. That sounds like a good idea. So I have been just shrinking my periapsis until it touches the planet.
It's called smashing into the ground. 25,000 is a good round number.
So you want to reduce the periapsis from 79,000 or 79 kilometers to 25 kilometers. So we need to drop 50-ish kilometers. 54-ish. So we're going to do just a little tiny touch burn. Encoding overloaded. Turn down video. There's barely any video running. I don't know. I suppose we could fire any time now, and since we can kind of watch the game of it, and actually it would be less efficient.
Since you have excess fuel, don't be afraid to quick save experiment if you want, or go for re-entry plan.
Yeah, we may just go for a re-entry. So it'll take a little bit more fuel if we fire before apoapsis, but we're not burning much. We just want to get this 79 down to 25. You ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. I don't know what the hell you're doing.
Alright. We're going to just little tiny touch of fire.
Little touch of fire. Just a little touch of fire.
Just burning just a little bitty. 58, 51, 40, 40, 36. About 25, you say. 22.9. How's that sound?
Mine says T2, T1.
Is that far back?
Hey, Mo. If you and me could force him to land and travel somewhere, where should we send him? Wherever he can get the most money and stuff.
Science. We
You said the mountains and the poles.
Well, it looks like we're going to land in the desert.
We can't force him to do anything, but
by the desert launch site.
I've been trying for 17 years to force him to do stuff. It ain't happening.
Alright. So yes, we do have a whole lot of fuel. But we're already planned for re-entry at this point. So
Most money inside Elu surface samples.
So now we could what you can do? We could warp until re-entry or so. But first, we want to ditch the rest of this first stage, or second stage, because we don't need it. It's dead weight.
You've never even gone to another planet.
Not yet.
Which would be the equivalent of getting dirt from Pluto.
Oh, I guess that's why it's worth all the science in the world, huh?
Yeah, because Pluto is very far. Or dress landing. Sorry, landing. Like anything past the orbit.
Alright. We're going to warp a little bit. Don't warp too fast. That's close enough. Yeah. No.
Warp 5.
I want to be prograde?
10, 30, 50.
Yes, I want to be prograde.
Once you get those nodes. I know.
I'm getting ready to ditch our second stage here.
Get Jeb's face.
I keep forgetting to click back on the game. I click the countdown start and I forget to click back on the game.
Question mark, Captain.
Whoop. I'm with you.
What are you doing? He doesn't know.
I'm ditching the rest of that second stage. That's what I'm doing.
That's what he says he's doing.
Let's see, where's that thermometer?
Captain! Exclamation.
What? What? What's wrong? We're cruising back in.
I guess I missed something.
Oh.
We all missed something.
Oh no, is that bad?
Craft is now in terminal descent sequence. Terminal doesn't sound good.
Just means the end. Let's see. We don't have.
You can only gather one sample, so wait till you land.
One sample from each instrument. So you're saying throw a lot of instruments on it? Yeah.
No antenna, you didn't stow data.
Stow the data? Didn't know I could stow the data.
Oh god.
Toggle display.
We have so much to learn.
Look at all that air pressure right there.
But he's got the light on.
We leave the light on for you. Look at that thermometer. That's really hot. It's super hot.
You can always just stow samples, reset after taking the data, and placing it in the capsule.
coming up on re-entry. So, yeah, the contract's very pretty useless.
Oh boy. 321K is like 100 foot.
100 Fahrenheit? Yeah.
It's going down.
273?
Display.
276 Kelvin before you get to 0 Celsius, something like that. 273.
And remember, the thermometer doesn't really change due to heating, but rather altitude.
That's not what I want to do. I want to lean forward just a touch.
And as we watch it burn up, don't burn up, Jebediah.
You won't burn up. It should be fine. I got lots of heat shield.
He doesn't look very happy.
Look at my ablator. I only use like...
Well, I don't see the red line up there, so...
Yeah, the red line's the full overheat.
What's he doing now, Jeb? He don't know.
Well, we're just cruising back. We got plenty of heat
He's
shield.
He's not going to burn up. All right, well.
Yeah, we got lots of heat shield.
He's going to slam into the ground? Is that what you're saying? He's not going to burn up. He's going to slam into the ground?
Crew report. Crew report ain't worth nothing. Might as well turn my light off now.
You aren't doing anything risky or interesting anymore. Interplanetary is where the re-entry is fun.
Yeah, right.
Hi, everybody that came into the room.
Hello.
Everybody likes to watch you crash or whatever.
Re-entry.
So they send it out a thing that says he's getting ready to crash and burn. Everybody come and look at him.
Well, you should text Dan and Trish. Let's see. I think I've got him in here, don't I?
Re-entry from Interplanetary is exciting.
I bet.
It's not that your missions aren't interesting. I'm just trying to goad you into deep space missions. Standing by for subsonic.
Yay, subsonic. We got white on the parachute light.
Oh, I don't see your light on.
I turned the light off.
Standing by for chute deployment. Everybody leaves when you don't burn up or die.
I know, right? Everybody wants to see you burn up. It's like watching NASCAR just for the wrecks. Oh, I forgot to adjust my parachute height. I need to restage the stupid thing. We got to do all sorts of craft fixes here.
SAS disengage and go for landing.
Yes, thanks for the reminder. Hopefully, it's not too steep a hillside.
Ever since I showed up, I canceled all crashes. We hope.
Uh-oh. This looks like a steep hillside for Jeb.
Helicopter will get him.
This was supposed to be a...
What is that face? What is that face?
A robot face. This looks a little steep. It's okay, Jeb. You'll slide right down the hill. It's just like a little toboggan ride. Here it comes. Maybe it'll roll. Oh, no. Oh, come on now. Oh, warble, warble, warble.
Oh, laughing.
Ah,
He's gonna die?
No!
Tumbling down the mountain.
No! No!
Get ready for hold. Why is he gonna crash so hard?
Oh, he was rolling down the mountainside. 36 minutes in, and Jeb got
dude.
killed.
Why did you close Navball?
Yeah.
Jeb is dead.
Not if I cheat and revert to vehicle assembly.
Oh, dude.
We can't let Jeb
He
die.
turned off SAS and had no Navball.
Well, but then how was I going to stop him anyway?
What?
How was I going to stop him from rolling down the hill anyway?
Oh.
Should we cheat? We can't let Jeb be dead.
Dude. You must always retain control and speed.
I'm not letting Jeb die this time.
Oh, he's not gonna let him die, he's gonna cheat. Cheater.
We're going to restage this guy right.
SAS would have stopped the roll.
Would it?
That's what he says.
Wish I'd known that earlier. We lost all of that.
Saying it, turn it up. For saying to turn it off, but when you start rolling. Oh my god, he's just not gonna let him die.
Nope. Not gonna let him die.
Oh. Cheater, pumpkin eater.
We got him restaged.
Oh man.
We're back off. It was only 39 minutes.
I need a chocolate chip cookie.
I might need another cookie too.
Oh.
It's already an hour into it.
Yep. Do it again.
Alright.
We gotta have one damn successful thing tonight.
Well, I didn't think he'd land in the mountains. I'm getting some smoke. Okay. Two-minute break. You're gonna get some smoke. I don't think it's a cigarette.
Are you on mute? Lollygagging.
I thought you were the one that wanted us to have a nice, reliable rocket that was well tested. Was that someone else? We need to be able to. But died anyway.
Alright.
Well, I didn't know there was a way to stop rumbling down the mountain, other than just not landing there. That would be the plan, right? All right, we're going to go north. We're going to try for the polar orbit. Land on the pole. Why not? True. All right. You ready to go north?
Going north, young man. But your testing is the same thing.
Oh boy, here we go. Full throttle this time. Santa Claus in the face. Alright, our countdown has begun. I actually have myself ready to go this time. And just start going north. Just start going north. Just go north. Rotate a little this way. Continue going north.
I just go.
Rotate a little that way. Keep going north. Yes.
So how do people know that you're getting ready to crash when they come into the room?
I guess they're watching on a side window or something. I don't know.
That's kind of funny.
Alright, that's probably about good enough.
That ain't
for
no
now.
north, boss. That's south.
Ah, dang it. Well, we'll go visit the South Pole then. Punch a penguin.
He is horrible with directions.
Oh, my boosters crashed into each other. That's not good.
It works anyway, he says.
Punch a
Punch a
penguin.
penguin.
You old flapless, flatty birds. Alright, so what is our Apo and Perrier at this point? Pretty
But
big.
you need to make sure to try to start orbital. You need to try to make sure to start orbital. Like, don't go to the west. You will need even more delta V. Go southeast.
Alright. We're in space, so we got a moment to plan.
A moment to plan.
Just a moment. Alright. So, do we want to go? We want to go orbital first, so we can do some science. Have some time to do some science. All right. So we're gonna want to be prograde.
The fact that your camera is facing west is really disorienting.
My camera is facing west. I don't know.
Boost at Apoet AP.
That's the plan.
Poet.
And then we want to get it into an orbit. Not now. Should we be pointed slightly downward because we're at 188 now? We don't necessarily want to be that high, do we? It's just going to mean longer re-entry. We should, when we reach apoapsis, we should be right on
Your time is coming up fast.
the nav ball here.
The next 60 seconds.
Should we fire early-ish? That's going to make our orbit more oval. Less round, I think. When do you think we should fire? And that's how full power? Let's go full power. Sure. We're going to fire up the nitro.
Your call, Captain.
I'm going to go slightly after Apo, because I'm that kind of crazy. No,
you're not. You're steady.
Alright, here we go. Oh, I'm going to start the counter.
Go for AP burn.
There it is. Wondering why I didn't fire.
Standing by for polar orbit insertion. Hey, that was hard for me to say. Polar orbit insertion. That's kind of. What does that mean?
Well, it means we're going to be. Well, we go from an arc that doesn't orbit to a full orbit. And let's be ready to cut her off when we get to her. How's 99? 99 kilometer periapsis.
Hello, new person in the chat.
See, now we're going completely opposite the direction, or 90 degrees, not quite 90 degrees. But not at the right angle for going to the other planetary bodies.
Holy schmoly. That's a nice looking orbit. Good polar.
Yeah. So yeah, when we shrink the periapsis here next time, we should try and aim for there.
We could have examined both. ...
Both what? Well, I knew there's supposed to be a clamp to hold this thing down.
Do not have any
Both poles?
antenna. If you wait long enough, it'll be pointed there, I guess. Otherwise, choose your target.
Let's see. Crew report, no good there. EVA, that's where we did it. EVA report. Keep experiment. Forward.
Land on Santa Claus or punch a penguin.
Let's change the views here.
Penguins are cute. Let's not punch them.
Log in some temperature data. Measuring the temperature of space seems to be quite impossible, as there's no matter around to be either hot nor cold, except for the spacecraft itself.
Chocolate brain so much.
Is it
Buffering.
annoying? Oh, it looks like I can transmit data, but I get 70% of the value. That's why I rarely ever did it. But I can transmit and transmit again. And do I get to keep my transmitted data even if I mess it up later?
Buffering. Buffering.
Encoding overload.
I don't have anything running extra, so.
No, I think it's my end. I just don't know why it's going up and down when there's nothing else running.
Hi, new person entering the chat room. Or watching. So, where do you plan on landing, Captain?
We're gonna go punch a penguin.
Punch a penguin. Come on, you guys. Don't punch a penguin. I'm gonna put my foot down.
On a penguin?
How rude.
So, if we did...
Captain, data can be transmitted as 100%. Can be transmit as 100. And certain Kerbals boost the science output.
Yeah, we need to have a scientist instead of a pilot to do science.
I'm glad it's just not. It's not just me.
Yeah. But if we put a scientist in there, he doesn't have the sets because he's not a pilot and such. And my mage has 0.3 damage points, and my cloak of sadness lasts.
Yeah, mega buffering for us too. We don't know why.
I don't know.
It stopped.
It might just be Saturday night streaming. Or Sunday morning, the same stream.
Sunday morning.
You are. So if we're going to land over here, we will need to burn over there. Around about there. Quit showing me stuff I ain't got.
I think it's just Twitch being sneaky. It's better now. Yeah.
And it could be. So we're going to do another most of an orbit, and then we're going to plan to land down here.
Good luck, Captain.
Alright. We're warping to our next maneuver point.
It would be way easier to land on the North Pole, obviously. Obvi.
Why is it so obviously easier? Just because that's my orbit? Just because
Look at the orbit.
Just because if I retrograde here at Apo, I should land right there? You think? Well, last time we ran into mountains. Look, there's too many mountains. Alright, I'm going to take this opportunity to tilt my orbit, because I'd rather it be that way. So, to tilt my orbit that way, I need to fire my engines. I want to say anti-normal.
Exactly. Hi.
I want to say
I'm a precious girl.
anti-normal. Let us obtain an anti-normal orientation.
He's a cold girl.
That is a normal orientation.
You are the captain, however, and
That's
it's your
okay.
call where you land.
I'm fine with landing on the... See if I can remember these, though. So, I think this is the anti-normal symbol. But I can find out.
I'm going to turn on the heater for my dogs.
Taking a look at the craft. Well, we can always tweak it a little bit here and there since we got fuel. So let's see. We'd be breathing those good moon dusts by now. Alright.
Choking with joy.
We're going to fire anti-normal, which is
my
to
first
say...
moon landing was deorbiting a comsat for fun.
Well, we're going to fire a little anti-normal here, and that should rotate our axis of our orbit.
Same as Duna.
So it's going to try it with just...
We haven't gone anywhere yet.
How's that changing our orbit? Changing our orbit the way I want it to be changed.
Tuna, I got mega lucky. How? Getting there? Miracle.
That, of course,
on
is
Tuna.
going the exact opposite way I want it.
Hi.
So that is not the right symbology. Flame. Or rather, it was the right symbology, it was just not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to get a little bit more subtle in my usage of fuel. I'm trying to get my orbit to go more towards the left here, further north. There we go. See how I'm shifting?
Landing on Dune was from a lucky encounter, and after making orbit from aero capture, aero bracking, I was able to obtain a stable orbit.
There. That looks like we have the ability of landing on the great big plains of the pole.
After getting into a stable orbit, I used nothing more than a single Terrier engine to handle the strain and heating of re-entry. We only have like one
Yeah, we've got two engines to choose
Oh, two
from.
engines. Excuse me.
Alright, we're getting into retrograde. We're going to fire at the
Feathering
Apo.
the throttle gently and carefully watching the gauges.
Yeah. We're going to retro burn and try and land on this nice little flat area on the North Pole. What? It's not the North Pole.
Did you miss it?
Isn't that the North Pole? It looks like it's the North Pole. Oh, I guess. Oh, this thing. was showing through the planet. Yeah.
Terrier is just a good multi-role low end engine. Landing on some pole, yes.
Turns out it is the North Pole. I just thought this Womrang.
I have so much to say about that. Landing on some pole.
Somewhere. I thought it's this thing. See how the icon is floating around? So I like desert launch site. That's the North Pole. But it's because it's over here.
Dog engines are good in general.
Poodle and the terrier.
The poodle and the terrier are in fact good.
Alright, we're going to retro burn and try and make it to the North Pole here. Let's see, how far are we from the Apo? Very close.
Situational awareness lost. For real, dude.
There it is.
Yes, we'll just stand here and watch him.
We got it there.
I'll point and laugh at him.
Alright. Ready to start the countdown. We're just going to lightly touch the engines. Now sometimes, if I'm in map mode here, it won't let me fire engines or nothing. It's got to do it in...
Time to make some random poll. Godspeed.
41.
The Wolfhound with the silliest lisp rating of all. He doesn't have any of that yet.
So the Wolfrang or Wolfrang, what is the name? Wolfhound. Oh. So that's supposed to be 25. This is supposed to be 25 kilometer. So I'm not going to be coming anywhere near the pole at this point, am I? I'm going to be landing way over here. I need a little more retro burn, I think.
Well, you could go for a steep dip.
I don't want to be too steep about it.
But that may be dangerous. As you know, we don't want to kill a Kerbal.
Let's just bring the periapsis down to about, like, say...
Like a port to surface re-entry.
So that's 5 there.
Yeah.
So what was the altitude here, I wonder? Is that going to be already in space to slow us down? Or inside the atmosphere, rather? Because this point is 4 kilometers up.
You want the 25,000 before the poles.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Angle gently down into the poles.
A little bit more retro burn, you say?
I didn't say that.
It's always
this is going to be interesting. Hi, new people that come into the room to watch us burn up and possibly kill Kerbal.
They only want to see it fail.
They only want to see you fail.
Alright, there. That's close enough. That's as much as I'm going to do.
This is going to be interesting. Is it? Is it really going to be interesting? Is he going to die?
We hope not. No more mountain landings for me. Warping away. Whee!
If this was unmanned, I think we could do a ditch re-entry right into the pole, skipping auto brake.
Skipping aero brake. Well, we're not.
If you reach 5 kilometers orbital, not including drag, it's safe to say you're not likely to be landing past that point. Blood for the blood god.
Alright. Well, I want to go prograde so that when I ditch this here, second stage,
Aero brake
behind me. So, ditching first stage.
I thought you were orbiting the other way. I don't know if he knows which way he's orbiting.
I told
either.
you. We thought we were going first. We thought we were going north.
No,
we were
right?
going south.
I feel like Jebediah laughing.
Jebediah's having fun.
He is. He's like, woo! Situational awareness is challenging unless you stay referenced.
Well, we're going to...
Which has not been done. ...
What? It's time for us to ditch this second stage, is it not? Who wants a countdown? You want a countdown? Everybody wants a countdown. Ready to ditch the second stage with all the leftover fuel. As soon as it starts flashing at me. Alright, now we want to be retrograde so that we can cruise in and land. And everybody can watch us burn up on re-entry like they
everybody
want to.
comes in, yeah. Hi, everybody.
But you haven't experienced the time with us until you see it with the lights on.
The light on. Time for the moment of no return.
Whee!
Which we live for.
Apparently. Oh, let's see. Well, there's the pole. So we look like we might land on the pole. This is 212. We're still doing 2,000. Moment of no return. Yes, there is a moment of...
I just realized I don't know why it took me this long. What?
What? Moment of no return? It's the moment
P
to hit the escape button.
5 exclamation.
Periemphasis of -5.
Smiley face.
Yeah, it's...
This is fine. But nobody's gonna die?
I don't know! I don't know! I just got a lot of heat shield just in case. I've yet to see this ablator go anywhere near even half usage, he says. For the tape later. I know you said 25,000 meters or 25 kilometers was a safe re-entry.
So we're doing the heart of pork?
Well, but it didn't look like we were going to land on the pole if we did a parry of 25,000. It looked like we were going to be long past the poles and into the water.
Come on, Jeb, you can do it. He doesn't look too happy.
Sure.
Can we look at trajectory? No, he'd just rather look at the rocket just out there and flipping space doing can't tell crap.
I just don't think it's actually going to... They almost always fall short of these lines.
That's a big old heat shield.
Yes! I only blew up once, and I'm like all heat shield all day, every day. Rapid building action music.
Keep rapidly building action music. Oh no!
Yeah.
You could burn that up on Kerbal, you'd have a very different problem. It might
Looks
work,
like-
but
It looks like we're going to land on a nice flat part of the North Pole or South Pole. I forget which. I think this is the North. Yeah, we took off. We headed south. We cruised once around the arse end of the planet, and now we're up landing on its big bald head right about here. We're going to land. We're going to go over, and we're going to land about here. And we're going to get out.
oh yeah,
We're going to
we'll
go to
say it at about 80,000. See how many people come into the room when they watch you want to watch
They're
you
always
die,
watching
auger
over.
into the ground with the Kerbal. Looks pretty.
It looks fine. This is fine.
Everything's fine. Yeah, I don't like it when people tell me everything's fine.
This is fine. He's looking up into space. Let's see if we can curve him around and get the world into view. Whoops.
Good mapping, Captain. Sure.
There we are. Doesn't it look lovely? Why does it look like we're going backwards from the direction I thought we would be?
Standing by for re-entry. Watch all the people come into the room now.
Here they come. Yeah. Come on now. Aero brake already. These are the moments you wish you'd managed to keep your leftover fuel. Oh, we're good. Yeah, you slow it down. Slow down there.
You would not want to put the window on the bottom.
In real life, yeah.
Why?
Heat buildup, I believe. But you're rolling. Why are you rolling?
Sure.
Look at where our leftover second stage is going. That's pretty much us. Maybe a little less because we'll have a parachute. But pretty much we're going to follow that second stage. So maybe not quite on the pole. Maybe like up in the Greenland-like area.
This is Kerbal.
Kerbal, Greenland. Oh,
looks like you're gonna smack into the mountains.
It burnt up through the atmosphere and blew up.
Oh.
He's a cruising. Toot-toot.
Miss the planes. You're not rolling, it's just north that's rolling.
Oh, I guess, yeah, right. We went over the North Pole, so the orientation of the craft all shifted, right? Is that what happened? I don't think so. Not quite. Who's ready for a parachute? I'm ready for a parachute. You ready for a parachute?
Sure, why not?
We never
re-entry nominal.
We didn't adjust the parachute height, so it's still waiting until 1,000. It can be done with SAS though.
SAS.
And it's daylight, so we can be done with the light. Can we do a crew report from while we're... Oh, look, that's actually useful. Crew report while parachuting. Hey, I didn't know we did that one. This would be a bad time for an EVA.
Jeb, and let's get the plane in the snow. You can do it now.
Just be soft snow and not be hilly mountainside, you dang it.
Ice.
Icy mountainside.
Don't let it roll.
Alright, we're ready just in case.
You can do it!
It looks like a little flat area. Alright. Yes, chutes.
Chutes and ladders.
Chutes and ladders. They do have ladders, by the way, so that you can get down out of your really tall spacecraft.
Oh, just don't roll, that's all.
Well,
looks good for landing site.
Got bits of our rocket blowing up randomly on the planet.
Stand by for landing shadow.
My shadow. How far away is my shadow? There he is. Ah, good. That's a nice little stable landing site.
Okay, well, it doesn't look like it's going to auger into the ground.
Nah, he's good. Ooh. Ooh. Oof. Dirty dir. Dirty dir. Now, how does he collect the sample?
Oh, there it is.
EVA report. I can transmit.
Safe landing. Touchdown confirmed. Doo-doo-doo. Party. Welcome to the Arctic, Jeb. You're gonna freeze your butt off.
Yeah, put your neck ring and your helmet on, why don't you? It's cold
Arctic
out
survival training begins right now.
there. Yeah, first off, put your suit on. And then, of course, we must plant our flag on the surface here.
Plant a flag. He just said plant a flag too.
Site name.
I hope you brought something for the bears.
Ah, there's bears.
What bears?
What's the site name? What are we going to call this?
They all went extinct in the global Kerbal War.
Northumberland.
Yes, sir. Something good.
I can't type nothing. We came for the science.
North.
Is it me, or does it look like Jeb slowly sliding
I
down
can't
a
see
hill?
them, but they blend into the snow. They're sizing you up right now, slowly sliding away from sign.
I know. What are you sliding away from yours?
So it's gonna start talking Finnish, and then you're in trouble.
I'm a sliding.
We know some Finnish words.
Kiitos.
Kiitos.
Kiitos. Get back in there, you. There we go. Climb. I guess it would help if he was walking on the side of the crew hatch, right? Oh wait, I think no, I didn't. Nope, I didn't connect any of the controls to the code.
Hi, new people that came in. Science checklist. Is there a science checklist?
Science checklist.
First I've heard about that.
Let's see. Delta V tools. Our inventory or contracts. Propellant.
Make sure you have all the possible science and reports for this area. Hi.
Alright. Well, we do the EVA.
Why are you trying to climb on top of it?
I was trying to get back in.
What?
I was trying to get back in. I was having trouble.
Definitely look like you're having trouble.
Where is the hatch? That must be the hatch.
You can even quick save and play around before you go. I mean, you can make your own science checklist, silly. Well, because we don't have a checklist.
We're not much on the checklist.
We don't know anything about it.
Oh, come on.
I don't know anything about it.
Let's walk over here.
Log temperature, aim camera.
Then we walk over here. There. Now we climb back on board. Alright. I think we've got a fair bit of extra science. Where's our numbers? We've got 20, and then we're going to get some more from all of this. Yeah, B for board.
Maybe you need to go over there. B for board. Durr. He says B for board.
Yeah.
Grab F.
Crinkle, crinkle.
There you
Crinkle,
go.
crinkle. Ooh, look at all that science.
Wow.
Wow,
Go spend it.
we got a mighty bit of science.
Yay!
And crew, no experience gained. Come on, Jib. What's wrong
Hey,
with
Jeb's
you?
alive. I don't care.
Right? Jib lived. Yay! Now, what all do we need to upgrade? We need to upgrade a tracking station. Orbits visible in map. Macro DS.
45 science. Nice.
At the tracking station. So we need a tracking
I'd
station.
say before buying anything.
True. We'll call this day 4. Or no, wait. What episode are we on? I think we're episode 6.
I don't know anymore.
Episode 6. 5 was a question mark because we rewound. But I think we're back to 6.
Are you gonna really spend that much?
Let's see. What all do we need to upgrade in order to get the
Newspaper,
Nose.
science, who cares? Local Corver hero
Survives
trip to North Arctic. Yeah, well, what did he get? Yay, didn't die. The North Arctic. They probably call it something different.
Let's see. Yeah. Tracking station. Let's see what we got. Tracking station facility. View all the stuff in the solar system. So, pretty much the same map, right? Tracking station and mission control. That's the one.
Using it requires upgrading both the tracking station and mission control.
I don't know if I got that much funding.
Well, I'm pretty sure you don't.
I don't know. Let's see.
If you stay on the upgrade information menu for those, right click.
Yeah, upgrade 150. We got 174. So mission control upgrade is only 75k. And that we get more contracts. Yay! So we can target other contracts. And instead of just the 2 that we have that we can't seem to finish.
Okay, well, go around and get stuff, can you?
Yeah, let's do mission control for now. Brave enough to be so close to a launching craft.
It should say upgrade information menu for those, right click.
Yeah. Now we upgraded mission control. That means we can get some other contracts, ones that we can probably fulfill.
We really suck at that.
Focused observational surveys of Kerbal. And this is the one where near zone 8 HHD. We're in orbital zone 8. New science time.
Yes, if that gets us everything that we need. I got 65 science Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Chucky Sneeze. No.
Chucky Sneeze. I'm not sure how to find out where the Zone 8 HHD is. Well, let's not take that one.
Yes. Remember, these missions can suck mega. Super suck mega. Yes. Choose carefully. Choose carefully.
How to one. It says it's trivial. Near Theodore's prize. Theodoc's prize. Alright, well, let's... Is the tracking station going to show us where Theodoc's prize is?
Go to tracking station. Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
What do you get at the tracking station?
Oh, here. Okay. So this is zone 8G, whatever. Sector M something. Not seeing much anything on the rest of the planet.
Tracking station is the only way to see where these zones are. You don't have to decline. You can go. You can just not pick them.
Yeah. Come on,
It shows the goals for missions and contracts. We suck at those so bad.
Yeah. Maybe we should just load it up with a bunch of science and go back to orbital, eh? If we have any hope of getting to the moon. First off, Mr. Parachute, how about you come out at, say, maybe 2,000? That was one thing we wanted to fix. What else did we want to fix? My boosters keep popping off of each other.
They're yucky. Yeah, we just suck at them. He just wants to build rockets and shoot them in the sky. That's all he wants to do, I'm telling you. There he is.
Adjusted the rocket.
If you just had a good robot, if we had one robot.
If we just had one good robot, yes. Where's my aerodynamic? There it is.
Or rather, reaction control wheels with a good robot.
Yeah. Without the reaction control.
In fact,
wheels,
when you decline a contract, it hurts your reputation with the company that offered it. Ooh. I didn't know that. Thanks for that information. Yeah.
Alright. Oh, what was the other thing? We're still limited to 30 item rocket.
Staging in there, not out on the thing.
Yeah.
Declining is rude. When you think about it, it's basically saying, no, go away. How rude.
We want second stage to fire immediately.
Rather than just being silent.
Yeah, maybe. We'll let it fire along with staging off the first stage core.
Well, buffering.
Alright. We want some fancy name. Let's give it a fancy name. Let's see.
Pocket veto because it's more polite. Trademark.
Yeah. There, we'll rename it Kerbzilla 1. That'll be easy to find.
I would just say the mission control upgrade money for the VAB or pad upgrade.
Well, we did the pad upgrade already. I think we'll probably do another upgrade to it, but yeah, the VAB upgrade is probably next. We save. Let's go take a look real quick.
Buffering. Just for a second, but
225K. Well, we didn't have enough for it anyway. Launch pad 282. Yeesh. Alright. So, what's the plan this time?
pad is cheapest.
Well, we got the initial pad upgrade, but the next one is going to be more expensive. Let's see. Take a look at that. Yeah.
Yep. Never mind. Forgot he already upgraded the pad.
Yeah, our window's south, right? Alright. Alright. We're going to attempt to fly eastward and get into an orbit compatible with lunar injection. I don't think we have enough rocket to do lunar injection.
We can find a way to make money in the scientific mission for finding parts.
A way to make money. How far can we make money? I don't know, besides the contracts. There was some other thing, the administration building. Let's go for a bailout grant, eh? Kills your reputation.
Yeah.
Not surprisingly.
Moon? Oh boy, here we go.
Quick buck from the science and the RMT collected.
Clue the DuckTales theme. Scrooge McDuck is awesome.
Mortimer Kerman, the finance guy.
I love DuckTales, by the way.
I think I could afford to sell 9.5 science for 300 grand in funds. Let's sell some science for some fundage. Doesn't screw with my reputation, at least.
Burn 90 and fire at Moonrise. Go, go, go. Yeah, do.
Buy some stuff. Alright, now we got some cash.
Direct injection straight up with proper timing. But we know he ain't got no proper timing.
That doesn't look like we have cash.
Easy, Map.
What? I thought we were going to get cash. What happened to our cash?
You spent your cash on something.
Not bad.
Worst stat ever. Stat ever.
Strat? Worst strategy was to sell some science for some cash? I thought that would have worked.
That's what that
active strategy. Unpaid research program.
He gained like no money.
Apparently, I thought it was a lot more money for that.
Why would you sell science?
Because
for
I
the
thought
love
I'd
of
get
God!
a lot more money.
Because we don't know what we're doing, obviously.
Raise money by exploiting the attention you have. Reminds
Never
people
ever mess with this garbage.
Just be good. You don't like the mission control part or administration building?
Unless you get real desperate.
Alright. Yeah, apparently that yielded nothing in the way of funds. That blows. That bird at Moonrise. When do I know where Moonrise is? Look, just out there looking for it. Here, Moon. Where'd you go, Moon?
You're gonna go to the moon, really? You got one more chance with me and then I'm out, so.
I don't think we have enough Delta V to make it to the moon. But we might have a nice new...
I've never messed with the administration since I'm administration.
Alright. Maybe we can switch out the science. We already did temperature thing in space. In orbit, right? So let's ditch the two instruments. And instead get the ever so popular mystery goo.
What mystery goo?
Mystery goo is
Living
over in
without
our sciences.
maneuver node is hard. Plus, I don't want to send a Kerbal yet till we know what we're doing. You have to send a Kerbal. I'm afraid we'll crash. Probably not happening. I'm assuming it is not happening.
Yeah, I bet.
Alright, make it count, honey, because I'm done.
Alright. Well, we're putting on these here mystery goo containers. I'm assuming I can use
Mystery goo.
two in
Hi,
one
everybody
flight.
in the chat room.
I'm assuming. So we still don't have an antennae. But apparently if we're close enough in range, we can use we can transmit data.
Do you want to land or just do moon flyby?
I don't think we're gonna make a moon flyby.
We're moving science instruments. I hope you don't need them.
I'm trading them out for better ones. We're gonna have some mystery goo containers. Does it help to have 2 mystery goo containers, or is it just gonna be a repetitive experiment?
There's no way he's landing in the next 30 minutes.
Well, not if we don't start. Way too many bright lights in my face.
Still in baby step stage.
Stream choppy.
It has been a little bit choppy tonight.
That's the title of the stream. Choppy stream.
Stream
Why?
choppy.
That
Yes.
doesn't look right. Why is north the opposite way? Why are we oriented incorrectly on the launch pad? That's weird.
You can only have 1 goo sample per area.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are you trying to open your eyes up?
Yes. My eyes are closed. That's 90. No, that's still 90, taking it to the left. Or to the right.
So if you get like goo report for high Mumar orbit, you can get 2.
Well, we'll see how far we get with this. Alright.
Mudar, not Mumar. Sorry.
Yeah. We got everything ready to go. You ready? You ready for launch?
Situational awareness lost.
Sass.
Situation go bad.
Now we're ready to go. Ready to go. Countdown start. And go. Ooh, look at all that exhaust.
Did you do that?
Did I do what?
Staging.
Yes. Staging was verified in the assembly building this time.
Okay. Good. Alright, everybody's ready. New people are coming in to watch you burn out. Let's go for the crazy, straight up, wacky burnout. Magic Space Adventure Time. Whoop whoop.
We're fine. We're fine. I can't reach the mute button while I'm flying.
DuckTales moon theme. I love DuckTales.
Staging.
I started watching the new ones just recently.
Although, when you watch the new Disney Channel, what kind of wacky toys they got nowadays. Toys today. They're so crazy. That's a good one.
We're fine.
We're fine. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
You know what?
I'm trying to cruise straight to orbit. No, I'm not. Let's be done. Where are we? Oh no, we
I
can't
don't
be
know.
done
Why
yet.
don't you look at the trajectory?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We need to get into space first. We got a good orbit speed though.
The new one is fun. I like the new DuckTales too.
63, 64, 65.
I guess we're going for a roll program.
Well, I done burnt up all my fuel anyway.
I have no idea what the plan is right now. Am I supposed to know what the plan is? Was that my gig?
Were we supposed to have a plan?
Quick tip. To help you and viewers see better on the right side, press escape, pause. Settings, scroll down to video and graphics. Set both ambient light boost and light boost map to like 25%, then click apply. Thank you.
Escape, pause, settings. Settings. Scroll down to video and graphics. Now, ambient light boost.
Got plenty of gas, it's fine. First it was like
Ambient
moon
boost
flyby,
100%.
then it was like orbit.
I'm afraid we won't get back if we try for a moon flyby. Let's see. What was it?
Ambient light
Boost
boost light map to like 25%. Then click apply. Ambient light boost.
And then what was this?
Light boost map
Light boost map.
to like 25%.
Yeah,
Then click apply.
somewhere in that range.
And yeah, ambient light boost is a thing.
Alright.
25%.
Oh, that looks easier to see.
Ambient light boost and light boost map to like 25%. Then click 25. Then click apply.
Yeah. Well, I got around to about like 30%. So that seems to help a good bit. Thanks, man.
Awesome, thanks. Thank you very much.
So let's just if we were going to target the moon, first off, let's find the moon. I can't target the moon yet because I guess I don't have that skill. But anyway, but at least it looks like we're on a almost correctly planar orbit with the moon.
Did you click the apply button?
Yeah. Does it not look any better?
Not to me. It doesn't seem that. But
oh, come here, you.
I'm kind of blind. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know. So.
I've had a long day. And see, everybody leaves whenever you're not going to smack into something.
I know. There's so.
It's more good for the stream, although it also makes it a little easier since seeing in general makes life easier, right?
Right. So before we get to Apo, I'm going to get to 90 degrees.
You'll see the difference in ship view.
Okay. I'm going to get to 90 degrees.
Cool, thanks.
Oh yeah, that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot brighter.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing down there at first stage? Just dangling along with me, huh?
I'm pretty sure at 100 you can no longer tell what time of day it is.
Wow. Yeah, my first stage is just sort of cruising along with us. And camera.
Yuck. Why are you yucking?
What's yuck? Oh, I need to be firing rockets. Is that what you're saying? Alright. 3, 2, 1. Fire! So I would have used the countdown. I'm getting a soda.
Aww. Not happy.
We're in the middle of a burn here.
I'm not happy.
What? We're going to have a nice little orbital flight. We're going to check some stuff. Should have done some science on the trip up. On the trip up the hill. (162 by 100). That's a nice little orbit. And visually it looks like it's in line with the moon's orbit. Let's go do some science.
Everybody's going to come in so you'll see if you're auger into the ground.
Of course. Observe the mystery goo.
What mystery goo?
The mystery goo I mounted on the side of the capsule.
Yeah, what about it?
It says it's worth plus 42%. Plus 40%. So if I recover it, I get plus 10 science. If I transmit it, I get plus 4.2. Or if I transmit it, I get basically 14.2. Never quite sure about these things. It looks like I would get both of them. Oh, it says 42% of the science bet.
I'm a real jerk about darkness and lighting games, but for the sake of convenience, I can't argue.
Yeah, well, when you're trying to show it to everyone else. And we've got all sorts of cameras on or lights on in here, so it actually helps me be able to see it as well.
Yes, we have very large, bright, loud lights.
To get the green screen clean, get a clean key. So we're going to keep that mystery goo.
I don't like changing stuff either.
Let's see, observe mystery goo again. Oh, looks like I can observe it from each one and keep it from each one.
No, when you transmit, you only get a fraction of the science points.
That's what I thought they were saying.
And
But you can do it over and
space.
over again, right? So, like, if I don't transmit this mystery goo reading from orbit, I can't transmit a mystery goo reading from while I'm skydiving down, while I'm already in recovery, parachute recovery. So, trade-off is being able to send it more than once, I guess. Now let's transmit this one. The other one we'll keep. Ah, we'll make it inoperable. Well, then no fun with that. Well, then what difference does it make? I'll just keep it then if I can only use it once. Alright. Let's see. If he EVAs, do we get anything new? EVA report. Yeah, we already done that. Should Jeb try and let go and fly around? Should we risk Jeb flying around? Yes or no?
What?
Should we risk Jeb letting go and flying around?
No! Oh no.
The not so darkness of space, yes.
You only get four.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've noticed
the
that
first
one.
time you do a particular experiment in a new biome.
This is true, and I can't seem to get out of this biome.
We're pretty useless.
Get
Is he
back on
safe?
board, will you?
When you do an experiment, the first line of the green text in the pop-up window tells you what the biome you're in. Are we in a safe orbit? I doubt it.
What do you mean? It's 100 by 162. That's good.
Biomes are the planet's surface, water, shores, grasslands, highlands, mountain, desert, polar caps. Biomes while in flight, upper atmosphere,
Space. Urban.
and high space
orbit.
over Kerbal.
We might be able to do high over Kerbal. We got a lot of fuel. We can push our orbit higher to push our apo over push our apo over 250, and then do another experiment. Yes. Then we can do another EVA. Otherwise, our mystery goos are already all collected. Yes, true.
What I mean, if you ever want to EVA, you want to be in a safe orbit.
You don't want to be holding on to the capsule as you ride it back down like freaking, I can't remember his name, and that movie with the guy riding the bomb.
Unless you like crispy Kerbals.
Crispy Kerbals.
No, we're not into crispy Kerbals.
We're trying not to crispify our Kerbals. Alright. Get yourself into prograde. We're going for a high orbit. We'll plan this closely. We do actually our apogee and perigee or apoapsis rather and periapsis are about the same, so we can probably make our apoapsis turn our periapsis into an apoapsis by firing an apoapsis burn. Squish this way out into nice little ovular orbit. Ovular? Ovular is not a word, is it? A more ovoid. So Our prograde. And just touch the gas lightly. Touch the gas slightly more. There they swapped. You want to get just above 250. That's good. So now we can do EVA at a high altitude. And let's whiz around to that side of the planet, shall we? Alright, Jeb, go for high altitude EVA. Get yourself a high altitude EVA report. High over Kerbal. Woo! Oh, 100% if we transmit it. Let us do that. It's a dusty boulder, Jeb. Dear Journal, I see the moon in the distance calling for me with its silent whispers. How am I supposed to get there without maneuver nodes? I can try firing until I've got a nice, pointy orbit. But I'm not going to manage a lunar injection orbit without planning. Suppose we should get back on board now. Or can we re-observe the goo?
People that legit think about space, I want to throttle. I'm a dusty boulder, Jeb. Jebediah, dear Journal, I see the moon in the distance calling for me with the silent whispers. My creative gaze with me always.
Board back on your capsule, Jeb.
Gotta earn those parts and those nodes for reals.
What do you got? 56 sarnats?
It takes forever.
What is this? Is this the reputation score?
Gotta maximize the science output for future missions. We really do. We talked about this too.
Yeah.
A good rule of thumb for the moon transfer burn, after getting into fairly equatorial or circular orbit on Kerbal, go to map view.
Yeah.
Move camera so you're looking straight down on the North Pole. It'll help to double click the planet to anchor the camera. Then zoom out so you can see the whole orbit line of the moon. He's not going to the moon yet because he doesn't want to kill Kerbal.
True. But I'm willing to take some advice now. So there's our roughly circular-ish orbit. Drag the camera so the moon is between 2 and 3 o'clock position.
Then the burn full throttle on the prograde marker of the nav ball. Then when you're at 6 o'clock position of the orbit line. All this will only make sense when you actually do it. But yes. Alternate method to ship view. You can also burn full throttle in the prograde marker when you see the moon rising over Kerbal's horizon. You'll be guaranteed to get a moon encounter. Want to look at nice hard angles. As the trajectory loop climbs to the 12 o'clock position, cut throttle and the AP gets to 10.4 to 10.5 million meters.
Really think I can make a flyby?
Make a flyby if you really tried.
Am I going to be able to make it back?
Since you don't have patched conics, your trajectory link will disappear when you get into Moon's sphere of influence. Then you'll see your flyby trajectory of the Moon. Remember to be careful with your time warp. When you get to the end of that Moon flyby trajectory line, it will disappear. Then you'll see your new orbit trajectory of Kerbal. Remember to be careful with your time warp, which I suppose is what they're driving at. Moon can sometimes be randomly encountered with a large enough orbit.
So they said
that's a lot of information, you guys.
I know, right? That's a whole lot. So we're looking straight down on it. you're saying if I burn at the 6 o'clock position while the moon's in the 2 or 3 o'clock position, and I gotta burn prograde, right?
Now, moon or in orbit, I think you wouldn't be coming back from that. But getting there is only 850 ms or so. Without robots, the risk to Jeb is considerable, but Jeb can stay near the moon or stable orbit. The current rocket and mission, I am unsure.
I'm not sure either. 850 meters per second delta V, what kind of burn time is that? Like,
I think you better build
seconds?
up some more stuff and get some more stuff before you think about doing that.
I don't know. Well, let's just fire and see, as long as we don't...
Do F5 now!
Science also has quick save. The remote pop.
Yeah, I mean quick save.
Well, F5 also happens to be...
You could just cheese it. Cheese it.
Well, if we fire...
Use black magic.
If we fire and it looks like we're not going to be aiming too well, then we just make sure we don't fire so long.
That's how I learned.
That we completely lose the Kerbal sphere.
You got 10 minutes for me and I'm out.
Alright.
I did it. I said that 30 minutes ago. Once I realized how much I could quick save.
Alright, well, we got to come back around to the south
Well, that's
side.
a different kind of F5.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was also tied to the OBS software, which is, of course, what caused the F9 problem and lost us 3 days. It was me programming F9 to be something special in OBS. Whee! We're just cruising around the mountain.
This mission getting to the moon probability. I don't know, dude. Time's running out. I agree, man.
I know, but let's just see what kind of thing we can get with maybe half the fuel we got left.
You do it.
Let's make sure we have enough fuel to deorbit is all. So we're gonna come around here. You're saying when I hit 6 o'clock.
But the plan of finding your own. You'll get money once you do that, so...
Alright, we're going to go for a full prograde burn right around the south side
believe
of this. We're going to see, we're going to burn just a little bit, like maybe half the fuel. You said 850. We're going to aim for maybe that Delta V.
Yeah, you just found out.
We fixed it, sorry.
I don't hear it.
No?
Nope.
You don't hear the mic?
Nope.
Give it a few more seconds.
Yeah.
Is it back yet?
Yeah.
Alright. Who's ready for that prograde burn? Should we give it a countdown? Give it a countdown. Woo! There's a countdown. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Watch that orbit change.
You were muted. Is the image link okay? I don't see an image link. You're aiming for the 90-degree phase angle.
Right.
I think you're a little early now.
Yeah, it looks like I was. But ain't that a nice big orbit? I didn't want to burn up too much fuel because I definitely want to be able to deorbit.
The delay plus multiple chiefs in the circus, and I'm the clown. Oh well, you only live once.
Noon between 2 and 3 o'clock.
I'll click on the link.
Not too bad. Yeah, I don't have enough fuel to be doing this, I don't think, and to be able to come back successfully. So we're going to cruise to the apoapsis and plan a landing, somewhere around about, I don't know. Let's see, somewhere around about here-ish.
I think one of the first designs people managed to get to the moon. Right at 6 o'clock in your orbit line.
6 o'clock in my orbit line.
That's what it says.
You mean at the periapsis? Or slightly before that to rotate?
Dual liquid boosters are a good start when you're starting out. I've used SRB with powerful engines, but it was the latest upgrade.
Well, let's see. We're going to warp around to here where we're relatively close to the moon, and we're going to see what the view's like of out the window. And then we're going to deorbit at the apoapsis. Oh, moon went by real fast, didn't it? So much for looking out the window.
Oh, that was awesome. No. The PE happened to be at 6 o'clock. Just happened to be at 6 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Crown. There, I'm nice and oriented on the Kerbal Milky Way.
Now you get to see a lot of people come and see you crash. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm just looking around. What uh-oh? Don't say uh-oh.
I don't know what the plan was out there, but did you get
let's get the high orbit science, yeah.
Orbit science, I guess there's that. No, he didn't get crappy old.
We're still high enough for high orbit science, I'm sure.
You said I'm. My standard warning: be careful with your time warp. Yeah.
Yeah, look at there, some science.
You have no idea what we've done with time warp.
Yay! Reviewed the stored data. Transmit that.
In my defense, I did mention it twice before. Here's my moon's lander. It always works a treat on landing on Duna with the proper launch systems.
Alright.
Bit top heavy, but I learned the deal.
Yeah, top heavy is a pain on the takeoff. Alright, so we got some science while we're out here. Let's see. Can we collect data in this one?
Hi, everybody coming into the chat room.
Reset. Collect data. What? Oh.
I guess you did that. We did that already.
Okay, well, we got whatever we got, I guess. What about this Mr. Goo? Collect data. Render it in. Well, that's probably good enough anyway. What do? I remove the data? Does that mean I lose the science of it? Probably.
During takeoff, landing in low gravity, the lander is light compared to the launcher.
I gotta dump the experiments. Dang it. Late night cognitive effects, yeah. Oh well, dump experiments. Whatever. I transmitted a bunch of science back anyway. So, let's get home. Let's get home and safe landed. So let's see where we're at. Man, we could retro burn from here. We might end up in water though. Let's see. We want a 25-kilometer periapsis, you say? Get ourselves in retrograde. Alright, now we hope to have enough fuel to do this. Should I wait, do one more orbit to apoapsis so that I get the most efficient fuel burn?
Hey, I'm leaving you soon, so you figure it out.
Ah! The pressure to burn fast and young. Alright, we're burning from here. I hope it's enough. You ready? I'm ready. Everybody's over ready.
That's it.
Timer started.
Since the good is getting returned with the capsule, you don't have to remove the data.
Yeah.
Which, considering the trip takes about 12 hours, is a pretty generous window of time. 7 people are watching you to see if you croak.
That was a whole lot more efficient than I thought. Well, we are likely landing in the water. That looks like it might have been too much. That's okay. We can go prograde again with a little bit of last fuel. We're going to do another prograde burn just to tweak that just a hair. There we go.
AP is always most efficient, but
39,000.
You can do it and pray for Jim. Oh, well, no.
I don't like it. Let's go retrograde.
This will be interesting. Will it?
And we'll just touch it nicely, gentle-like. Down to 25, that's what you said. Alright, 23, close enough.
I wonder what the interest speed will be. 7 gazillion.
Gazillion miles per hour. But that's okay. Because we got lots of heat shield. Yes,
Don't go too high either.
I got no fuel. Yeah, I went up a little too high, came back down. We managed to balance it out, I think.
Mamma mia.
I fixed it. The comments are clearly faster than the video. I'm like hearing people. The comment to me comes in faster than.
You see it?
Yeah, like I see the comment immediately, and they're seeing old video.
Remember, 25,000 meters is based on speeds under 3,500 m/s.
Meters per second.
Meters per second.
Well, we're at 631 meters per second. We're going to be accelerating quite a bit more by the time we get around there. So I don't know if we're going to crack 3,500. We're only at 600. Hard to say. But I think I'm done with my my stage, eh? Yes? Do we need this here stage anymore? Where are we? Here, planet. Ooh, look how tiny the planet is from here. Alright. Ready, stage. Let's get rid of that guy. Just leave it in orbit. Just a bunch of space debris clogging up space. We're gonna warp while watching. Boy, that looks really fast. Not too horrendous so far. We're still pretty high, 600,000, 600 kilometers. Actually, when you say 600 kilometers, it didn't sound that far. I actually drove on this one trip for work a couple of years ago. I drove 1,000 kilometers, or 1 megometer. But nobody ever talks about the megometers they drive. And I wouldn't have known what any of it was, except it was way up north in another country. I think he's going to end up in the water. What do you think?
I think he's going to end up in the water.
It's looking like he might. At your altitude record? Maybe. Let's see. Messages. Milestones. Speed record of 2,500. Return to the surface from orbit. Perform spacewalk. Planted a flag. I didn't know we got that much money for planting a flag. I would have done more of them.
Legit went really far. What is your altitude record?
I'm not sure. Unless they keep track of it, I'm not too good at that kind of thing. Your personal record? My personal altitude record? It's not an actual in-game thing.
Oh, he has no idea then.
Nah.
Of course he didn't pay any attention.
Like, in sandbox mode, I put one of the poor Kerbins in solar orbit, okay?
Got the other one.
They got out of the sphere of influence of the planet and the moon, and they ended up in solar orbit. So I think that's probably the altitude record. Especially when it comes around to the point where they're up here and the Earth,
so what are you doing now?
is on the other side of the planet. What am I doing now?
Yep.
I am coming in for re-entry.
When?
We are about to start burning through the atmosphere. But I don't want to time warp too quickly. Or too...
Well, I don't want you to auger into the ground, no.
See, can we do a crew report from here? Yay, transmit that back.
You'll be about 3,200.
When you hit the atmosphere.
Let me grab a heat shield, you'll be okay. We have a big ass heat shield.
Well, we think it's a big ass heat shield.
Someone told us we have a big ass heat shield.
It covers the whole of the bottom of the capsule at least. See, it's not that little bitty one that they keep wanting us to test for some silly reason. Why in the world would we test a tiny one? I don't know. Hey, I wonder if we'll make it in this little round basin-like thing that was clearly a crater lake. Are we going to manage to land in the crater?
Oh, you need an antenna to transmit a standard side heat shield.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But the other one was a little bitty. I told him every single time.
Every single time.
It says it transmitted.
More importantly, you need electricity to transmit, and running out of that would be a bad idea right now. But we also got a part limit, yeah.
Yeah, the part limit is the problem.
Just starting out.
Well, the electric charge looks pretty decent so far. We are burning up a lot, staying stable. More modern capsules.
No, it didn't.
You're saying it didn't actually transmit?
Said no, it didn't.
Crew report. Oh, well, it didn't transmit, but I still collected it. Okay. Well, at least I collected it.
Jebediah looks happy. Well, anyway,
yeah. I think it looks like a...
Go for re-entry!
I believe I am ready for re-entry. Jeb seems happy.
Keep that nav ball open.
We may or may not land. Yeah, apparently every time I go to map mode, the nav ball closes. And I think that's a setting somewhere, but I think it's in the main settings. Oh, jeez. You're going to land on the one little strip of mountains that we're aiming at, really? Look at him.
It's going to be higher in re-entry, but it should be good.
Look at that. Look like he's going to land right on the one tiny strip of mountains.
And that little bitty thing?
You may lose the goo.
You may lose the goo.
Oh, yeah. In fact, perhaps if we put the goose there.
It's 2:39 a.m. I'm losing my goo right now.
Well, he's looking down now. What's wrong, Jib? You don't like looking down at the planet? Whee! Isn't it fun? Suppose you could pilot from here, huh?
Tumbling down the mountain when we come, tumbling down the mountain.
Oh.
I hope not. Let us not tumble down the mountain.
Look at the throttles there. Ooh, we got throttle. Any of the other switches activate? Oh, Water.
Jeff has spent more than a week in space.
Didn't he now? Uh-oh.
Time to practice your pod dance. There's a good chance that this landing will be a wild one. I agree.
Here it comes. He's getting some heating.
Alright, well, there's a lot of people coming in, so it must be...
It must be time for him to burn up.
We'll see if it's time for him to auger into the ground, slam and blow up, or make it. Here we go, everybody.
Here we go. The goo pods are getting hot.
My bad. Only a day in this mission. Re-entering.
Alright. Looks like I managed to mitigate the heating of the goo pods.
Don't hit and roll. He's over the mountains.
Yeah, it looks like we made it past them. At least. Ah! Heating. I don't know why rolling dissipates some heat, but it appears to work.
Looks like you missed him at least. No rolling down the hills.
No rolling down the hills, but rolling while on re-entry. See, like, whee!
Yes, I saw that.
Apparently that...
Loading looks good.
Yeah, not terrible G-forces.
Looks like we missed them at least.
Our G-forces aren't in the red.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
It's getting pretty bright.
It hides the goo.
Oh, we're cruising nicely now.
Oh. Spin to win.
Ah, lovely sound of the
Getting
air.
some decent looking loading, looking good. Oh, 7 people are in. It must be
ready to die.
Must be ready to blow up. Hi, everybody. Why do you guys come in just to watch us fail?
Because most of the rest of the time is pretty standard.
Deceleration nominal.
Looks like we're, 14,000 over the terrain. Looks like we got about 1,000-kilometer terrain height.
Standing by for subsonic.
I believe we're ready for a parachute, yes? Who votes time for parachute? Vote quickly.
Yes, right? Schlenderfrieden. Standing by for safe shoots.
Schadenfreude. That's why they're watching. Schadenfreude. German for we like to watch other people's pain.
People just want to see if you're going to die, baby, die. That's rude. Standing by for safe shoots.
We've got them. We got 2,000 meter inflation, supposedly. Let's see if it's altitude or...
You're asking a chat
atmosphere.
with a multi-second delay. Yeah, I don't know how we can fix that.
Yeah, I know. Well, they have all sorts of polling plugins, extensions, or something along these lines, but we don't rate yet.
You're in the mountains.
Crew report. Oh, can't do crew report. Okay. No. Well, we're just cruising in for a quick landing, I guess. 1,000 meters to go.
Don't roll, don't roll, don't roll.
We'll re-engage SAS now that we're nicely dangling, just in case there's a hillside.
Welcome to some extra sort of weird...
Some sort of weird desert.
desert.
So they...
Might be a good place for surface science.
They
Yay!
redid...
And everybody leaves because you didn't crash.
I know, right? And we're reduced to 7 meters per second. Should I ditch the heat shield? Or do I get to, like, save it when I'm recovery? So if I ditch the heat shield, I should reduce my load.
Hi, all the new people in the room.
I can't even see it. There it goes. Oh yeah, that was fun.
Actually, by default, shoots should set to deploy when safe, which means you can activate the shoots during the 5-part of re-entry and they won't deploy until you slow enough to the thick atmosphere. Always save everything you can unless you get a dang good reason. Well,
my dang good reason was 1.2 meters per second slower descent. Crumple zone. Well, yeah.
Also, the heat shield connect is a crumple zone, so I keep it.
But if I had to, I wouldn't need the crumple zone without the extra mass of the heat shield, because I'm going to shrink down here. Looks like I'm going to be below 5 meters a second on landing here.
Yeah, you can fire shoots whenever.
True. But I try and, match it to the bright red here. Not fire during red indicator, even if you can. I tossed it so you can watch it fall. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he likes to do that too.
One time I accidentally aimed the camera on the heat shield as it was falling, and then I couldn't figure out how to get the camera back on the capsule. It looks like we're landing on a nice flat land, maybe? I don't know. Might have a little slope to it. So it looks like somebody combed the desert, literally.
See, you're not going to burn up, so everybody goes away.
And you're on the ground. Yay!
We got a role player here. Nice.
Crew report. I think we already did that. Oh, we can EVA. That's the thing.
It's also a safer play in a water landing. Yeah, we did plenty of water landings.
We did. Space to let go.
It's got squares.
I know. So I said, somebody combed the desert.
Touchdown confirmed.
Already did that one from the Kerbal deserts. Oh, dang it. Well, I guess we can plant another flag. How many flags do we have, by the way?
Can you plant a flag there?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not?
Site name. Sure, why not?
Desert.
Just cause.
What are you gonna call it?
Sure, why not? And just cause.
No.
Oh, what? I can climb the pole? Woo! I'm climbing the pole.
No, do not climb the pole.
Smack into. Go this way.
Recovery. I don't know what that. We really need a new flag.
I'm sliding again.
I don't know how much NASA would condone some of this. I'm pretty sure NASA doesn't want anything to do with this.
Actually, I got asked by name to show up for an Orion capsule issue, which I can't get into the details of course. But they do call me, but maybe I shouldn't show them my Kerbal lights.
Let us
Maybe
not
they
know.
wouldn't.
Let them not know of this
Maybe not.
3 a.m. stuff.
3. Come on, we gotta get some science out of this. We did a lot. Woo! 85. 29 earned, a total of 85. Got all sorts of parts.
Desert goo. Cool!
Yay!
Yay!
What did
Well, it'll be like 5 at the most.
How many quick save names?
Now, let's not tell them about Kerbal.
Yeah, maybe not. Alright.
They've known him for many, many years.
Yeah.
They all know
I
him.
can't
so.
even think now. This is too late for brain worky. That's the name of the thing.
Mission success? I don't know.
Well, the mission
How do
wasn't
you tell if it's a
suspicious.
mission success or not?
We gained more science. He's home safe. We got some of our equipment back. We got 85 science. We can go shopping next time we meet. But it's been 3 hours now. And
For
I think
3
we're
hours,
pretty much
I'm
burned.
exhausted.
Yeah, I am too.
Hi, new people coming into the room. We're
Sorry,
leaving
we're
now.
just about out.
Thank you all so very
Yeah.
much for hanging out with us tonight. We had a blast as always.
We'll take you back to the standby. Have fun.